So they got a new like ordinance or law for Okaloosa County, like they did in Panama City several years ago. Um, and this is in Florida. So be careful if you're boondocking or staying in your car or whatever. I do know somebody in Lower Florida, out in Key West, for staying in their van, and they arrested them, took them to jail, took their dog to the pound, and impounded their van. So, um, and that'll include RVs and everything else. And tow fees are really high, and the day-to-day storage is really high. Um, and it's better if you can try to rent a place. I rent on private property, so I don't have a problem, and I'm very low profile. I don't like hang out, and I don't drink. I don't do drugs, and I'm not like all over the place. Like some people just think it's a party, and it's not. Um, and the hotel rates are fairly cheap right now. I can't afford any right now, but careful because they are hot on it in Okaloosa County, which covers several cities. Um, yeah, there's no boondocking, no sleeping in your car, none of that. You will have a serious problem. So don't just assume you can do so. Um, because if the sheriffs or calls or come, you got problems. Uh, yeah. So watch. Especially most all parking lots now have posted no overnight, no camping, all that. Walmarts don't like you camping in their lots. Um, Malls don't like it. They don't care whether it's closed or not. I saw a guy the other day. He had his car that was just freshly washed with stuff painted all over the windows because he was trying to sell it, and he was just going to leave it at the mall in the parking lot right up front where people pull in. Obvious he was trying to sell the car, and I told him, I said, that might not be a good idea because, like, they have tow trucks all around this mall day and night, and they just start picking stuff up day and night. If security reports the vehicle there, more than 2 days in the same spot, they just alert the wrecker. Wrecker picks it up, and the wreckers make money. They're happy to make that money. So, these people love to park in the same spot every day and all that. And I knew a guy that stayed at, what was it, Destin, Florida Walmart. And this is several years ago before this ordinance was put in. This ordinance was put in September 2024, okay, this year. But years ago, before this ordinance, I knew a guy that had a truck and he was a carpenter, and he was working, helping to build these sports fishing business there, whatever it's called, in the Destin Commons. And he was on it for 3 months. Him and his wife split up. He was staying in the truck and continued working. And he uh, would park in the very same spot every day, and like it was his spot. And then after like 3 months, the sheriffs came and said, "Okay, you have to go bye bye now." um, and yeah, true story. Um, I've seen people pull up right up next to a Walmart with their windows down and their feet hanging out the windows, and guys in their underwears parked right at the sidewalk where people are walking by, and because they stayed up all night partying, and are staying in the car, and have come like states away to work in Destin for season and stuff, and sit around party 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and then sleep in, and have legs hanging out of the car, and blankets, underwear, you know, and it just doesn't look good in front of the store. I mean, think about it. If it was your store, would you like that? Or people pouring pee out the door constantly into the parking lot. You can't do that. It's just like dogs. If you walk a dog um, here in Florida and you don't pick up the poopies, it's a $250 fine right off the top. So you better have your baggie in hand and be picking up the poopies because it's a law here. And I'll never forget when I had the house over at Uptown Station with the pool. Oh my gosh, I went out the back patio and just missed stepping on a gigantic poop, which was probably a human poop. I don't know. It was huge. There was a very large dog that lived next door, but I don't know. But it was huge, and I was like, man, I just missed stepping in it. That's really aggravating. You know. Um, but yeah, but better be careful and rent a private property so that you can stay and not have too much problem as long as you're not showing your butt. But the biggest secret of all to boondocking is lay low, don't attract attention, and um, you know, go night night, get up early, and move on with your day. Um, and that's it. And trust me, staying in the car is not a holiday at all. I personally hate it. Um, and uh, it's hard with the weathers and everything like that, and the safety factor and things going on. You would be surprised what goes on around a car day or night. Make sure you have video cameras and stuff like that. Um, that's super important. And just be safe in your travels. And watch the area and rent a place to stay. You know, so if you have a friend, rent a driveway. Just whatever you can do, try to be on private property because it's pretty much illegal across the United States. You just can't park wherever, you know, and then do it repeatedly. So be careful. Hope you guys have a very blessed and profitable day, and stay safe. Love you.